Rams have taken the lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And Chris Godwin, one of those great unselfish players. Remember, he gave up his uniform number to Tom Brady when he got to town. He's kind of known as the 1B to Mike Evans 1A in this Tampa Bay pecking order among receivers. He makes a nice catch there.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is now 10-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 3rd and 1, here's Fitzpatrick. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the give, this is Akers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Fitzpatrick on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10. They'll run a draw now with Akers.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
First down, Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he's got his target, Harris. He's at the 30, 20, 10, touchdown, LA. Jacob Harris, 87 yards. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
On first down, Brady drops it to Jones in the flat. First down and much more here for Jones. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Now a play fake. Brady. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
You definitely would like to hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Airing it out deep for Woods. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, LA. Robert Woods. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamin Davis in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Here's Brady to throw. Flush to his right. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Going deep this time for Miller. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Complete to Jones. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. Touchdown. Rob Gronkowski. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Buccaneers 24, Rams 21.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Akers.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Jones on the return. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. A quick throw caught by Godwin. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. Brady gives this one off to Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Brady on target there to Godwin. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Succop's kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give. Akers running left. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Fitzpatrick throwing complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They find some open field here. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Rams can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. On 2nd and 10, Brady. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Brady going to find Jones here out of the backfield.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
To throw is Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Brady going to sling this out wide to Godwin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Brady to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
One last shot now for Fitzpatrick. Jackson with a catch. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career. And why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Barry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Barry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Tampa Bay, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.